gentle with my hair. Thank you. I'm going to put the...
Amy.
Yes. Yes. Here's the word butt heads. 2 words. And here's a card that says... What does it say?
Connor.
Does this say Connor? Look. Look carefully. What does it say?
Heads.
It doesn't say anything. There's no letters on that one. Here. I'm going to put the cards up here. Okay?
Did y'all play with Miss Amy?
We're playing with Miss Amy?
Heads.
Oh, cool. Tell me. Tell me what to do. Find butt heads. Can you find it? Find the card. Yeah, because that has words on it. This other card has nothing on it. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing on there. No letters. This one has letters that say butt heads. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Butt heads.
Butt heads.
We did butt heads.
Butt heads.
Butt heads. And we can write stories about butt heads. That Connor likes to butt heads.
Butt heads.
Connor likes to butt heads.
Connor.
Okay? Let's come over here. This is called our writing wall. Come to me. Our writing wall where we're gonna play and write and play. Good coming. Good.
Mommy.
Yes, baby. You want to give Mommy the rubber band so you guys can play with the writing wall?
No.
Oh, okay. Maybe just for a little while, and then when you do good, we'll give it back. Okay.
So
We'll take a
give
break.
Give it to Mommy, and then you can have it back.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent giving. We're going to write a story or a song about butting heads. Okay? All right?
Yes.
Yes, this is fun because then we can do it.
Butt heads.
Okay, but before we butt heads, we have to write a story about it. Okay? What do we want a story?
Head.
Who wants to butt heads?
Karsen wants to butt.
Okay. Karsen. S-E-N. Come here. You have to come to the writing wall. We have to write it first. Karsen wants to do what?
Butt heads.
To butt heads. Karsen wants to butt heads.
Butt heads.
We're going to write about it.
Butt heads.
So we just wrote a story. Read it to me. Let's use our fingers. Let's use our fingers. You're doing good, then we'll do it. Karsen wants to butt heads. Okay, so we do it. Ready?
Butt heads.
Butt heads. Do it again. Butt heads. Okay, so Karsen wants to butt heads. What else does Karsen want to do?
Karsen wants to butt heads.
Okay, read it again then. Use your fingers. Use your fingers. Show Miss Amy that you're reading. Karsen wants
to butt heads.
to butt heads. Okay, Karsen wants to butt heads.
Butt heads.
Butt heads. And we're so silly when we butt heads. Karsen and Amy are silly when they butt heads. You want to write about that? You want to write about...
Butt heads.
Well, tell me what to say. We've got to write it on the writing wall. What should we say? Tell me. You said Karsen wants to butt heads. Now what do we need to say? What else?
Connor.
Oh, Connor wants to butt heads too. We forgot about our pink one. Okay, wait. We've got to write it and then we've got to get him. Come here. Come here. Come come to the writing wall, and then we'll get Connor. Okay, Karsen wants to butt heads. Connor wants to butt heads. You're not looking. We got to read it. Two. Okay, let's use your hands. Use your hands to read. No, first read. Read. Connor wants, good reading, to butt heads too. Let's get him. We wrote about it and now we're going to do it. Come here, sweet penguin. Come here, sweet Connor. Connor wants to butt heads. Okay, let's say it. He says, butt heads, butt heads, butt heads. Silly Connor likes to butt heads too. Read. Butt heads. Let's read. Let's read again. We wrote a story that says, Karsen wants to butt heads. Connor wants to butt heads too. He does. He's so silly. Funny ups. Okay, what else do we want to say? Are we done butting heads? We're all done. All done butting heads. Okay, so can you take butt heads and put it back on the table since we're all done with that? Good discriminating, good finding. Pick it up, you can do it. Good job, excellent. Can you please put it back on the table? We are done butting heads. We have finished that work. All finished butting heads. Connor finished butting heads. Connor finished butting heads too. There's his name. Are we still going to play with Connor? Yes, so we'll leave him out. We'll put his name over here, and we'll put Connor right here beside our writing wall.
Butt heads.
Oh, you're not done? You're not done with butting heads?
No.
Okay, we'll go get it. Where did we put it? On the table. Let's go get it if we're not done. If we're not done, you can still play butt heads. Where would it be on the table? Can you find it? So easy finding, and Miss Amy helped just a little bit with that one. That was my fault. Yeah. So we're not done butting heads. We want more butting heads?
Yes.
Okay. So we need to write about it. Okay? We're still going to do it, so let's put it in the chair right here. We're still going to work on butting heads. And I think as long as the fascination holds, then we can write stories about it and we can play about it. Okay? And it's integrated into what we're writing and thinking and playing about. Okay? Now, when the topic changes, then we'll do some more different types of writing. Okay? So, who else wants to butt heads?
Connor.
Connor again? Okay. Now this is good to film here too. Where's the word Connor? Can you find which word says Connor? Yes, ma'am. Good good finding. That's our penguin Connor. That's his name, Connor with a C. Okay, Connor wants to butt heads. Let's read about it. Come here, Connor says, hop, 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 hop. Hop, 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 hop. He's waiting for us here. Okay, so let's read together. Connor wants to, what does he want to do? What's that say on it?
Nothing.
Nothing. So Connor wants to do nothing?
No.
No? What does Connor want to do?
Yes.
Does Connor want to do butt heads or does Connor want to do nothing?
Butt heads.
Oh, okay, so give me butt heads. Good finding. And all the way to me? Connor wants to butt heads. Connor wants to butt heads. Okay, here he is. You did it. He says, butt heads. Butt heads. Who else? Karsen wants to butt heads. Oh, we didn't put Amy in the story yet. You do. I do. I want to butt heads too. I sure do. Okay, so we have our story. I love Miss Karsen. I do. And I want to write a story. I love Miss Karsen. I love Miss Karsen. So this story says, let's use our hands. It is. It's a story about butting heads. Let's use our hands. Use our hands, pretty girl.
Use our arms.
Use our arms too. Good. We use our arms too. Karsen wants to butt heads. Connor wants to butt heads too. And who else? Did you say me?
Amy was the butt head.
Amy wants to butt heads. We have such a good song and story. Amy wants to butt heads. And at first when we're writing, we're just writing things that we think about, right? And even if she's not engaged in the writing process, we're going to get there.
Okay.
So right now, we're just writing what she says. We just write and we play about what she says, and she starts to understand that this is writing her words that come out of her mouth. About our story, which is about a topic that we love, which is butting heads. Come here. Let's do it then. Karsen wants to butt heads. Here we go. Karsen wants to butt heads. Let's do it. Butt heads. Now, Connor wants to butt heads. Can you use your hands and arms? Looking. Connor wants to butt heads too. Here he goes. Hop, hop, hop. Here's Connor. Butt heads. Butt heads. Butt heads. Now who's in our story? Now who?
Karsen was the butt head.
We did you, and we did Connor, and now who else? This is a new letter. Who else?
Amy.
You remembered me. Thank you. Let's read with your hands and your arms and your eyes. Amy wants to butt heads. I do. Let's do it. Butt heads.
Butt head.
Butt heads. Butt heads. And we just wrote a story that has Karsen and Connor and Amy
And nothing.
and Nelson and nothing. Oh, nothing wants to butt heads,
Butt head.
but nothing doesn't know how to because he doesn't have a head.
Head.
Butt heads. Read again. What's this word say?
Butt head.
Look, let's look. It starts with a K. Karsen starts with a K. You said it really quietly.